Welcome back to the Cash Kicks channel for expert sports analysis, the best team picks, total picks, and in-depth breakdowns based on previous performances. Stay ahead of the game with our winning insights. And for even more exclusive parlay picks, check out Channel in membership. Louisville Cardinals versus Wake Forest Deacons. 24th-ranked Louisville arrives at 16-6 overall and 6-4 in conference play, staring down a pivotal road test against Wake Forest, 11-11 and 2-7 in the league. The Cardinals are climbing in a crowded ACC race, while the Deacons are fighting to keep their postseason hopes alive and protect home floor. The numbers lean sharply toward Louisville, nearly a 78% edge in projected win probability. But in Winston-Salem, desperation can be dangerous. This is a contrast in momentum and margin. Louisville is pushing toward the upper tier of the standings. Wake Forest is trying to steady itself after a turbulent stretch. The stakes are clear. One team chasing positioning, the other searching for traction. Louisville brings balance and efficiency. The Cardinals average 85.6 points per game while shooting 46% from the field, 34.3% from three, and 76.4% at the line. They move the ball with purpose at 17.7 assists per night, control the glass with 40.6 rebounds, and generate 7.3 steals and 3.3 blocks per game. Turnovers sit at 11.5, manageable for a team that plays with tempo but not recklessness. Wake Forest scores 80.0 per game on 45% shooting, 33.8% from deep, and 76.7% from the stripe. The Deacons distribute 14.6 assists, pull down 33.2 rebounds, and are more disruptive defensively with 9.0 steals and 3.5 blocks. They average 11.6 turnovers, nearly identical to Louisville, but surrender 77.6 points per contest compared to the Cardinals' 70.2, a defensive gap that shapes this matchup. Individually, Louisville is powered by Ryan Conwell's 18.7 points per game on 39.4% shooting, 34.7% from three, and 83.7% at the line. He adds 5.0 rebounds and 2.6 assists. Sananda Frew anchors the interior with 10.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks, while shooting an efficient 74% from the field. Ali Khalifa contributes 3.8 points and 2.7 assists, helping stabilize half-court execution. Wake Forest counters with a dynamic centerpiece in Juke Harris, averaging 20.9 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 1.6 steals, while shooting 46.2% overall and 36.5% from three. Nate Calmes supplies 10.4 points and 4.9 assists, orchestrating the offense, and Trayvon Spillers adds 11.1 points and 5.5 boards with 1.3 blocks, giving Wake a rim presence. The defining theme is Louisville's offensive balance against Wake Forest's pressure defense. The Cardinals' rebounding edge and scoring depth collide with a Deacons unit that thrives on disruption, but struggles to consistently defend without fouling or surrendering second chances. Recent form sharpens the contrast. Louisville has won 4 of its last 5, victories over Notre Dame, SMU, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh, with the only blemish an 83-52 loss at Duke. They've scored at least 74 points in every win during that span and topped 85 3 times, signaling rhythm and confidence. Wake Forest has lost 4 of its last 5, with its only win a narrow 69-68 victory over Florida State. In those losses, the Deacons gave up 78, 80, 90, and 91 points, defensive struggles that could be costly against Louisville's high-powered offense. The matchup between Conwell and Harris anchors the game. Conwell plays with controlled pace, scoring from the perimeter and the line through movement and spacing. Harris attacks aggressively, scoring at all levels and rebounding strongly. While Harris is more efficient from the field, Conwell benefits from free throw consistency and stronger support. One excels in space, the other in momentum. Louisville's plus 7.4 rebounding edge creates extra possessions that could strain Wake Forest's transition defense. The Cardinals' 17.7 assists reflect strong ball movement, forcing defensive rotations. Meanwhile, Wake's 9.0 steals per game could disrupt Louisville's rhythm by turning defense into quick offense. Bench impact favors Louisville Cardinals with balanced scoring and Frew finishing at 74% inside. Wake Forest Demon Deacons must protect the paint with spillers and limit second-chance opportunities. In the half-court, Louisville's defensive structure, allowing just 70.2 points per game, stands as the most decisive edge. If they contain Harris without overcommitting, Wake will be forced into contested jumpers late in the clock. Expect Wake Forest to bring early energy at home, pressing passing lanes and pushing pace-off steals. But over 40 minutes, Louisville's rebounding control and offensive efficiency should settle the tempo. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Louisville winner. The Cardinals' balance, defensive stability, and command on the glass create separation late. In a game defined by efficiency versus urgency, discipline wins out, and Louisville leaves Winston-Salem with a statement road victory. My second pick for this match is total over 157.5. Baylor Bears versus Iowa State Cyclones. Hilton Coliseum sets the stage for a heavyweight clash in the Big 12. Baylor enters at 13-9 overall and 3-7 in conference play, sitting 11th in the league standings and searching for traction. Iowa State stands tall at 20 and 2-7-2 in the Big 12, third in the conference and firmly in the race near the top. The gap in positioning is clear, and so is the projection. Iowa State holds a commanding 89.9% win probability. For Baylor, this is a statement opportunity. For Iowa State, it's about protecting dominance and tightening its grip on the conference chase. This isn't just another February game. It's urgency versus authority. Baylor averages 84.1 points per game on 48% shooting, hitting 36.0% from 3 and 72.1% at the line. They move the ball for 16.2 assists per night, grab 39.0 rebounds, block 4.6 shots, and generate 6.5 steals, though 11.8 turnovers can stall rhythm. Iowa State counters with 86.5 points per game on 51.3% shooting, a sharp 41.2% from beyond the arc, and 68.6% at the stripe. They distribute 18.5 assists, collect 36.9 rebounds, force 9.3 steals, and protect the rim with 3.0 blocks while committing just 10.6 turnovers. Defensively, the separation is striking. Baylor allows 75.0 points per game. Iowa State surrenders only 64.8. Cameron Carr drives Baylor's offense with 19.4 points per game on 52.0% shooting, 40.5% from 3, and 76.9% at the line, adding 5.8 rebounds and 2.8 assists. Taunde Yusufu follows with 17.7 points and 5.9 boards, while Obi Agbim contributes 11.5 points and 3.4 assists, stretching the floor at 38.7% from deep. In the paint, Caden Powell provides 7.0 rebounds and 64% field goal efficiency. Baylor's defensive edge comes from activity, 4.6 blocks and strong rebounding presence, but perimeter containment has wavered. Iowa State's attack is paced by Milan Momcilovic at 18.6 points per game, shooting 55.0% from the floor, 54.0% from 3, and 88.7% at the stripe. Elite efficiency across the board. Joshua Jefferson adds 17.3 points and 7.8 rebounds, while Tamin Lipsey orchestrates with 13.4 points and 5.5 assists, plus 2.4 steals that ignite transition. The Cyclones shoot it, share it, and pressure the ball. Their defensive structure is disciplined, their rotations sharp, their margin for error slim. The defining theme, Baylor's scoring depth versus Iowa State's defensive precision. Can Baylor's 48% shooting hold against a defense, allowing under 65 per night? Recent form sharpens the tension. Baylor has dropped 3 of its last 5, including a 97-90 loss to TCU and a 92-73 setback against Texas Tech. Wins over Colorado, 86-67, and Cincinnati, 67-57, show flashes, but consistency remains elusive. Iowa State, meanwhile, has won 4 of its last 5, dominant victories over Kansas State, 95-61, Oklahoma State, 84-71, and UCF, 87-57, with the lone blemish a competitive loss to Cincinnati. The Cyclones' defense has tightened, holding 3 of those 5 opponents under 71 points. The centerpiece duel belongs to Carr and Momcilovic. Carr attacks with balance, strong off the dribble, confident from deep, efficient in transition. Momcilovic operates with surgical precision. His 54% from 3 stretches the floor beyond conventional coverage, and his near 89% free throw rate punishes late fouls. Carr brings versatility, Momcilovic brings efficiency and spacing gravity. If Carr finds early rhythm, Baylor's offense expands. If Momcilovic heats up, Iowa State's lead can swell quickly. Tactically, Baylor must control tempo and glass. Their plus 2.1 rebounding edge could generate second chances, but they must limit Iowa State's transition, sparked by 9.3 steals per game. The Cyclones' 18.5 assists signal crisp ball movement, forcing Baylor into rotations and closeouts. Turnover margin favors Iowa State slightly, and their defensive resistance, allowing just 64.8 points, shapes every possession into a grind. Baylor's path hinges on shot-making and rim protection. Iowa State's path lies in discipline, spacing, and defensive pressure. Bench production and late-game composure lean toward Iowa State. Their offensive efficiency and perimeter accuracy give them multiple closing options, while Baylor has struggled to string together stops against high-level offenses. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Iowa State winner. The Cyclones' defensive stability and 3-point efficiency create separation in the second half. Baylor competes early behind Carr's scoring burst, but Iowa State's ball movement and perimeter precision ultimately dictate the pace and close it out with control. My second pick for this match is total over 149.5. Oklahoma Sooners versus Vanderbilt Commodores. The stakes feel different on this February afternoon in Nashville. Oklahoma enters at 11-12 overall and just 1-9 in conference play, sitting near the bottom of the SEC standings with ground to make up and urgency building by the week. Vanderbilt stands 19-3 overall, 6-3 in league play, firmly in the upper tier of the conference and protecting position in a tightening race. The matchup predictor leans heavily toward the home side, better than an 80% edge, and the numbers behind it tell a clear story. One team chasing stability, the other chasing separation. Vanderbilt averages 88.8 points per game, one of the most explosive marks in the league. Oklahoma scores 82.6, respectable, but paired with 77.1 points allowed per night. The Commodores defend more cleanly at 72.9 allowed, creating a near 6-point swing in defensive efficiency. Vanderbilt shoots 49% from the field and 35.8% from 3, while Oklahoma checks in at 46.1% overall and 34.7% from deep. Free throws tilt toward the Commodores as well, 77% to 74.2. Ball movement and activity separate these teams even further. Vanderbilt averages 17.5 assists to Oklahoma's 14.7, 9.1 steals to 6.3, and 5.1 blocks to 3.8. Rebounding is close. 36.9 for Vanderbilt, 37.1 for Oklahoma. But the Commodores' edge in turnovers, 9.7 per game to Oklahoma's 10, and defensive playmaking shapes their identity. They play fast, they space the floor, and they protect the rim. Oklahoma leans more on individual creation and half-court execution. The headliners define the tempo. Xavier Brown leads Oklahoma with 16.4 points per game, shooting 46.9% from the field, and a blistering 91.6% at the line, while adding 3.2 assists and 3.3 rebounds. Mohamed Wague anchors the interior with 6.7 rebounds and 1.4 blocks per game, providing physical balance. For Vanderbilt, Tyler Tanner sets the tone at 17.8 points and 5.1 assists per night on 49.1% shooting and 38% from three, with 86.1% free throw accuracy. Devin McLaughlin adds 6.8 rebounds, and Duke Miles fuels the perimeter with 16.6 points, 4.3 assists, and 2.8 steals per game. This is strength versus strength in the backcourt, Oklahoma's primary scorer against a Vanderbilt guard trio that scores, distributes, and disrupts. Recent form sharpens the contrast. Oklahoma has dropped 5 straight losses to Kentucky, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri in overtime, and South Carolina, several by double digits. Defensive lapses and late-game breakdowns have defined that stretch, with 85 or more points allowed in 4 of those 5. Vanderbilt has split its last 5, but carries momentum from wins over Mississippi and Kentucky, both games where offensive efficiency carried the day. Even in defeat, the Commodores have continued to score in the 80s and 90s, reinforcing their offensive identity. The game within the game centers on Brown and Tanner. Brown is precise, measured, and elite at the stripe, a guard who thrives on controlled tempo and calculated drives. Tanner plays with rhythm and range, comfortable initiating offense or spacing off the ball, and supported by secondary creators in Miles and Tyler Nickel, who adds 14.5 points and 45% three-point shooting. Brown must shoulder scoring without sacrificing efficiency. Tanner can distribute and let the offense breathe. That versatility gives Vanderbilt layers Oklahoma must account for. This matchup hinges on defensive containment. Oklahoma must limit dribble penetration and contest threes without fouling, especially against a Vanderbilt team that shares the ball and stretches the floor. If the Sooners can't disrupt that movement, the game quickly opens into transition and perimeter looks. Meanwhile, Vanderbilt's rim protection and steals fuel easy points off turnovers. Oklahoma's best chance is to slow the pace, control the glass, and make it a half-court game. Vanderbilt holds the edge in depth and energy with multiple scorers, disruptive guards, and a strong bench that maintains tempo. Oklahoma's shot selection is the key. If the Sooners exceed their 34.7% three-point average and limit turnovers, they can stay close. If not, Vanderbilt's balanced offense will pull away. The call. Vanderbilt's efficiency and defensive disruption create separation in the final 10 minutes. Expect Oklahoma to compete early behind Brown's scoring, but the Commodores' assist to turnover control and perimeter shooting win out. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Vanderbilt winner. At home, with superior balance and defensive activity, the Commodores protect their place in the SEC race and reinforce the difference between potential and production. My second pick for this match is total over 157.5, Duke Blue Devils versus North Carolina. Tar Heels. It does not get bigger than this. Duke enters at 21-1 overall and a perfect 10-0 in ACC play, sitting alone atop the conference. North Carolina stands 18-4, 6-3 in the league, fighting to close the gap and protect home floor in Chapel Hill. The standings say first place versus fifth. The numbers say dominance versus pursuit. And the projection leans heavily toward Duke, a commanding 76.8% win probability, setting the stage for a rivalry clash with real conference implications. Duke brings the ACC's best record and the league's most consistent two-way profile. They score 84.1 points per game while allowing just 63.6. North Carolina counters with 83.1 points per night, but surrenders 70.6. That gap on the defensive end defines the tension. Duke shoots 50% from the field, 33.8% from three, and 71.6% at the line. Carolina hits 48.1% overall, 34.4% from deep, and 68.4% at the stripe. The margins are tight offensively, razor thin from beyond the arc, but Duke's efficiency and defensive resistance create separation. Cameron Boozer drives Duke's engine. He's averaging 23.3 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 4.0 assists, shooting 58.3% from the field and 75.8% from the line. Isaiah Evans adds 14.2 per game, while Patrick Ngongba II anchors the interior with 11.0 points and 6.2 rebounds, shooting 62.2%. Duke averages 17.1 assists, forces 8.5 steals, and protects the rim with 3.7 blocks per game. Their turnover number, 11.4 per contest, keeps their pace controlled and efficient. North Carolina is powered by Caleb Wilson, 20.0 points, 9.8 rebounds, 2.8 assists on 58.1% shooting. He's active defensively as well, contributing 1.5 steals and 1.3 blocks. Henri Visar adds 16.8 points and 9.0 rebounds, stretching the floor at 45.9% from three. Kyan Evans distributes 3.0 assists per game, and the Tar Heels collectively post 17.2 assists, 40 rebounds, 5.8 steals, and 3.6 blocks. They turn it over 9.5 times per game, slightly cleaner than Duke, but they give up more efficient looks defensively. The defining theme, Duke's elite defense versus Carolina's front court firepower. Efficiency against physicality, structure against rhythm. Recent form sharpens the edge. Duke has won 5 straight, 67-49 over Boston College, 72-58 at Virginia Tech, 83-52 at Louisville, 90-69 against Wake Forest, and 80-50 over Stanford. The margins are decisive. They're allowing barely over 55 points per game in that stretch. Defensive clamps, offensive balance. Carolina has won 4 of 5, 87-77 over Syracuse, 91-75 at Georgia Tech, 85-80 at Virginia, 91-69 against Notre Dame, before a tight 84-78 loss at Cal. They're scoring consistently in the high 80s, but allowing opponents to hover in the mid-70s. The rhythm is strong offensively. The resistance comes and goes. The star duel centers on Boozer and Wilson. Boozer plays with control, polished footwork, efficient touch, high percentage dominance inside the arc. His 58.3% shooting anchors Duke's half-court execution. Wilson brings explosiveness and versatility, 58.1% from the field, 25% from three, but a relentless presence on the glass. Visar's 45.9% three-point shooting adds a stretch dimension Duke must track closely. Boozer dictates tempo. Wilson shifts momentum. If one imposes his style early, it tilts the floor. Tactically, Duke will crowd the paint and rotate aggressively, trusting their help defense and rebounding discipline, 39.9 boards per game, to end possessions. Carolina must leverage its 40 rebound average and interior scoring to challenge Duke's rim protection. Transition will matter. Duke's 8.5 steals per game can fuel quick bursts. Carolina's lower turnover rate keeps them within striking distance, but defensive lapses against a 50% shooting team are costly. Bench depth subtly favors Duke, with multiple double-digit contributors and consistent assist production. Late-game reliability leans blue as well. They defend without fouling and execute in the half-court. The X factor is perimeter shooting variance. If Carolina's 34.4% three-point clip climbs, the pressure shifts. If Duke controls the glass and tempo, the probability projection proves prophetic. Expect a competitive first half, emotion, pace, and scoring surges. But over 40 minutes, Duke's defensive structure and interior efficiency create separation. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Duke winner. The difference will be discipline. Duke's ability to defend, rebound, and execute without wasted possessions. In a rivalry fueled by history, the numbers point to the Blue Devils maintaining their hold atop the ACC. My second pick for this match is total over 148.5. Tennessee Volunteers versus Kentucky Wildcats. Rupp Arena lights up for a heavyweight SEC collision. Number 25. Tennessee enters at 16-6 overall and 6-3 in conference play. Kentucky stands 16-7, 7-3 in the league, holding third place in the SEC standings with Tennessee just behind in the pack. The margin between them is razor thin. One game in the loss column, momentum on the line, positioning in the conference race at stake. The numbers lean slightly blue, a 56.1% edge in the matchup projection for Kentucky against 43.9% for Tennessee. But this is a rivalry that doesn't respect percentages. It's pace, pride, and precision under pressure. Tennessee averages 82.2 points per game, shooting 48% from the field and 35.1% from three, while hitting 69.2% at the line. They distribute 17.5 assists a night, dominate the glass at 43.0 rebounds, and force activity defensively with 7.7 steals and 3.4 blocks, allowing just 69.6 points per game. Kentucky scores 81.9 per contest on 47% shooting, 34.8% from deep, and a sharper 73.0% at the stripe. The Wildcats post 16.3 assists, 38.2 rebounds, 7.3 steals, and a stronger 4.9 blocks per game, giving up 71.3 points. Individually, Tennessee is powered by Jacoby Gillespie's 18.6 points, 5.4 assists, and 1.6 steals per game, shooting 42.0% from the floor and 35.8% from three while knocking down 81.4% at the line. Nate Ament adds 17.1 points and 6.4 rebounds, stretching defenses at 31.1% from deep. Felix Okpara anchors the interior with 1.5 blocks per game. Kentucky counters with Otega Owe at 17.0 points and 1.8 steals on 47.6% shooting. Malachi Moreno controls the paint with 6.3 rebounds and 1.7 blocks, while scoring 8.3 per night at an efficient 58.6%. Denzel Aberdeen adds 12.1 points and 3.2 assists, spacing the floor at 38.2% from three. This shapes up as Tennessee's rebounding and offensive balance versus Kentucky's rim protection and interior efficiency. Strength against strength, physicality against length. Tennessee rides in having won 4 of its last 5. Victories over Ole Miss, Auburn, Georgia in overtime, and Alabama before a narrow 80-78 loss to Kentucky. The Vols are executing late, defending with purpose, and scoring in bunches. 86 in Athens, 79 at Alabama. Their rhythm is real. Kentucky has also won 4 of 5, beating Oklahoma, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Texas. The lone stumble was an 80-55 loss at Vanderbilt, a reminder that when their offense stalls, margins shrink fast. But at home, they've steadied the ship, scoring 94 against Oklahoma and 85 on Texas with balanced production. The game within the game belongs to Gillespie and Owe. Gillespie operates with control, 18.6 points, 5.4 assists, 35.8% from three, 81.4% at the line. He manages tempo, probes gaps, and creates late clock shots. Awe brings downhill pressure, 17.0 points on 47.6% shooting, attacking seams, and finishing through contact while generating 1.8 steals per game. One dictates, the other disrupts. One stretches defenses from the perimeter. The other pressures them inside the arc. Their efficiency and composure under the Rupp Arena spotlight will tilt the emotional edge of this game. Tactically, Tennessee wants to control the glass and push second-chance points. Their plus 4.8 rebound differential is a real advantage. Kentucky must counter with rim protection and transition pace. Their 4.9 blocks signal interior authority, but they cannot allow Tennessee clean kickouts to shooters. Turnovers are subtle but critical. Tennessee averages 12.9 per game. Kentucky sits at 10.1. Extra possessions for the Wildcats could offset Tennessee's rebounding edge. In the half court, watch Kentucky's defensive switching on Gillespie-Ament actions and whether Moreno can anchor without foul trouble. Bench energy and free throws late matter. Kentucky's 73% from the line gives them a slight closing advantage in tight minutes. Tennessee's assist rate signals cleaner ball movement. If the Vols reach 18-plus assists, they likely control tempo. The X factor is interior efficiency. If Moreno protects the rim without surrendering offensive rebounds, Kentucky dictates structure. If Tennessee crashes and converts, the Wildcats are forced into a higher tempo game. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Kentucky winner. The Wildcats' rim protection and slightly steadier free throw shooting give them the edge in a rivalry game that tightens late. Tennessee will win the glass, but Kentucky's interior control and ball security tilt the final possessions. At home, that's enough. My second pick for this match is total over 142.5 mar.